We'll be back with more from the Carver Fieldhouse in a moment.
PAY Sports presents live from the Concordia College Fieldhouse, Minnesota High School basketball playoff action in the District 23A championship game. It's the Hawley Nuggets and the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes. Tonight's basketball action is brought to you by the Hawley Merchants, Warner's Auto Sales, the Pelican Rapids Merchants, Minnesota Dairy Promotion Council, First National Bank of Barnesville, Barnesville American Legion, Butch's Marine, FM Auto Mart, the Glyndon-Felton Merchants, and S&L Tire.
Hello again, everyone. Ed Schultz along with Rex Haugen tonight. Nearly a packed house in the Carver Fieldhouse, where it is Minnesota District 23A basketball at its best. It's the 1986 championship game between the undefeated Hawley Nuggets and the 17-5 Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes. And last night we saw two very inspired basketball teams get into this championship game. Can we expect high intensity tonight, Rex?
We better get it. If they're not going to be intense tonight, then they haven't played this game for the right reason for a long time. It's going to be an intense game, and we're going to go up and down the court pretty good, I think.
I think that's the key phrase, up and down the floor. Both these ball clubs love to run. Both these ball clubs have been coming up with some high scores this year. What do you think? We're going to see a big game tonight?
I think we're going to see a high-scoring game, and I think that the defensive aspect of it is going to suffer a little bit, especially early, because I think they're going to get out and really get going. Glyndon is going to try and run right now. They're going to try to get out. Hawley will run a little cautiously, but they're going to get out too.
Now you take a look at what these ball clubs have done this year. The Nuggets undefeated. They've taken 2 from the Buffaloes, but the last ball game was only a 6-point decision in favor of Hawley. Do you think it'll be a close ball game tonight? Will we see it go to the wire as we saw both ball games do last night?
Well, you always hope championship games go to the wire. They get built up real big, and you really hope that it's a good game all the time. I tell you, Glyndon had a chance to win the ball game against Hawley in Hawley, and I think they're looking for that as a positive thing to carry them into this championship game. It's sure going to help their confidence, I'm sure. And Hawley, if they're 20-0, they know they've done something right, and they're going to be able to carry that right through.
As you look at number 45, Molstry out of Hawley, he'll be matched up tonight against Dane Longbella out of Glyndon-Felton, and also Chris Smith. How do you see the matchup of the big kids inside tonight, Rex?
Well, I think Molstry might be a little tougher inside than Smith, but he and Longbella, if Longbella gets cranked up, that could be a real even matchup. The problem is that Hawley sticks 2 or 3 of them in there.
Let's go to our PA announcer tonight, Matt Lemke.
District 23 final, pitting the Hawley Nuggets against the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes. The winner of this game will represent District 23 in the Region 6 tournament held here starting Tuesday. And now let's meet our starting lineups. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Buffaloes of Glyndon-Felton. Starting at one guard, a 5'8" senior, number 10, Joe Murphy. At the other guard, a 5'10" senior, number 24, Joel Kowalski. Starting at forward, a 5'11" senior, number 12, Tom Ball. At the other forward, a 6'6" junior, number 44, Chris Smith. And playing center for the Buffaloes this evening, a 6'4" senior, number 54, Dane Longbella. The Buffaloes are coached by Ron Tollefson. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Nuggets of Hawley High. Starting at one guard, a 6'3.5" senior, number 25, Tommy Critchley. At the other guard, a 6'3" senior, number 35, Tom Newman. for junior number 45, Stephen Moultrie. The Nuggets are coached by Tom Critchley. Here officials.
I think they're ready, Rex.
Well, you know, this is really a fun time. I wish they'd smile a little bit. Don't take it so that got serious. Here we go.
The interesting thing is the shooting percentage from the field. Hawley at 55, Glyndon-Felton at 45.
That's really, that's really unusual. 55 as a team. 45 is not bad. I think we can throw that out tonight. I don't think it's going to make that big a difference.
You're looking at Glyndon-Felton in the white uniforms tonight. They have won 7 out of their last 8 ball games. Their last loss came to this Nugget basketball team. It was a 6-point decision. We got a great one tonight for you. And the Nuggets early on control.
Man-to-man by Glyndon.
This is Newman, now to Moultrie away from the bucket.
Smith on Moultrie.
Critchley, high in the bucket, passes up the shot, back outside. Moultrie down low, he finds Critchley, and they're on the board first. Quickly down the floor, the Buffaloes, Tommy Mall into the corner. This is Murphy, he wants it, and it won't go. Kragerud clears the board, takes it down himself. First shot by the Buffaloes looked like they were just a hair nervous.
Yep. Real quick.
And a turnover, it's going to belong to the Buffaloes.
That first basket by Hawley was their basic offensive move, just to cut off the post on that offense that all the coaches are calling the flex now. Hawley 1-3-1 half-court trap.
Nuggets with a little pressure now. Tommy Mall. Kowalski won't go. And Moultrie clears it away quickly.
Glyndon's a little tight. A little bit.
Newman working against Joe Murphy now to Kragerud, back to Newman. Down low to Moultrie. That's his spot. And
travel call and a power move.
another turnover. Second time down the floor. The Nuggets have turned it over.
This is the first time I've seen Hawley come out in the 1-3-1 trap right at the beginning. They usually save that in the second quarter.
Why do you think they want to do that?
Oh, I think they wanted to get the momentum right now. I don't think they wanted to wait for something else to happen. They wanted to get their kids moving. They thought they're doing this rather than full court.
The ball's going to belong to the Buffaloes as it was kicked out of bounds by the Nuggets. Tommy Mall to Longbella.
Mall out the back end.
Murphy to Kowalski. Kowalski to Mall. Mall's going to put it up. It won't go this time either. And Critchley, they're getting one shot of the bucket.
Critchley's trying to push it up a little.
Kragerud to Newman. Just started the ball game. The Nuggets lead 2-0.
Newman really had a game last night.
Celine really had a ball game last night. This is Moultrie away from the bucket. To Critchley. Unmolested jumper, a little too strong. And Kowalski's in the paint with a rebound. And I believe this one is going to go on Joe Murphy, number 10 out of Glyndon-Felton.
Littlest guy in the court wanting to get a little tough in the paint.
First team foul. First foul of the ball game. Celine to Newman. They swing it out Critchley, top of the key. Newman wants it from 18, doesn't get it to the right, pulled down by Tommy Mall.
Didn't
the
really
Buffaloes
shoot that
trying
one.
to
He
play
kind
the
of pushed her.
up-tempo.
Didn't really shoot it.
Not letting the wrist follow through.
That's right.
Joey Murphy now directing traffic. We're in the first quarter. Murphy goes baseline, and we got a foul, and that's going to be on Newman.
They just cleared out for Murphy that time. They rolled the forward over.
Let's take a look at Tommy Newman.
Mall is going to clear out right now. Murphy's setting it up, and then bingo. He's going to go quick to his right. Newman a little late getting there. Good call.
Back to live action. Critchley takes it away on the inbounds play. Critchley pushing it up the floor. Holds up with the wing. This is Newman again. Back to Critchley. He wants the baseline move, but he walks. And we have seen 3 turnovers by the Nuggets in less than 2 minutes of play.
That was all right. It was kind of an aggressive turnover. He was trying to make a play, and it wasn't really that tough, really that bad.
Murphy working through the trap. Down the lane, dishes off. We got a traveling call again. Shades of last night, the way both games started out.
Murphy started out last night that way, too.
Kragerud will put it in play. Finds Moultrie across the midcourt line. Newman against Murphy. Saline into the corner. This is Tommy Critchley, loses the ball momentarily. Hawley taking their time on the O. They lead just 2-0 here in the early going. 5:13 remaining here in the first quarter. Kragerud. Critchley almost loses it to Tommy Mall into the corner. Saline puts it up, won't go. Loose ball in the lane. Critchley saves it. They say he was out of bounds.
Critch is doing all right. He's all over the floor. He's working hard out there.
And they're coming back with their zone pressure here at the midcourt line as Murphy brings the ball up the floor. This is Smith, down low to Longbella, and they're going to call this one on Tommy Critchley.
Good call. Won't even need the replay. That's a good call. He's there late. Good pass. He's there late.
Longbella giving him that target with a hand up.
You got to give him room to come down.
Back to live action to the inside, and Longbella scores the first two of the night for Glyndon-Felton. We're tied at 2 with 4:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Moultrie across the midcourt line. I don't think they want him to handle the ball.
Not a whole lot. He'll get mad at me now for saying it.
But when they post him up high like that, he really looks down on the baseline for the shot, for the pass down low.
Nice bank shot by 25. Nice bank.
Murphy quickly down the floor trying to make something happen. He shakes and bakes in the paint. This is Smith up and doesn't get it. And it's
gotta have those. You gotta have those. Murphy's really forcing the action down there. He's made up his mind. He's going inside.
4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 4-2, the Nuggets. Critchley again shakes and bakes. Doesn't get it this time. Kowalski clears it away. Tommy Mall is going to pick it up into the baseline. Puts it up and lets it in. What a nice move.
He split that defense really nice.
And now the Buffaloes going with some pressure. Kragerud looking for help. He's
Zone
trapped.
pressure.
And he is fouled by Joe Murphy. 3:34 remaining here.
Don't need that one.
We are tied at 4, and we'll be back.
Milk got the kick that gives you more. Health kick. More nutrition every pour. Health kick. I'm moving through the rhythm of a brand new day. Cause the vitamins and milk help me on my way. Kick. So get on a health kick, let it pour. America's favorite health kick. Get on a health kick, milk's got more. Have more milk, cause milk's got more.
At Warner's Auto Sales, we have the cars so you can save hundreds with GMAC 9.9 annual percentage rate financing. 50 new Olds, 98 Regencies, 88 Royales, Cutlass Sierra 4-cylinders, 25 Pontiacs, Sunbird, Grand Am, 6,000 4-cylinders, plus Pontiac Parisian featuring 9.9 and free air conditioning.
GMC trucks like S15, half or 3/4 tons, 2- and 4-wheel drives, GMC Jimmy or conversion vans. Choice of demos, too. This may be your best time to save at Warner's with over 110 new cars at low finance rates. Warner's Auto Sales in Fergus Falls.
Well, Coach, I think we're seeing a couple of ball clubs that are a little tight early on.
They're a little tight, but they're really going after it, too. Murphy forcing it just a little bit on the defense. Got to watch it now. I think he's got 2 already.
We're tied at 4 with 3:30 remaining here in the first quarter. This is Newman working against Murphy. Moultrie, they post him up high. A little alley-oop. Doesn't go. Longbella to Joe Murphy.
There's
down the floor to
move.
Smith, and he's in it. They did a nice job of looking down the floor on that one.
Murphy hit him right on the money. Tough pass, tough catch.
That was a long alley-oop.
Hawley set that play up there at the timeout.
Kragerud. Now to Moultrie to Newman. The Nuggets 20-0. Down low, this is Kragerud. That's his spot, but not this time. Tommy Mall clears it away.
I don't think he really shot that one either. He kind of pushed it.
Kowalski down low to Smith, and he doesn't get this one. And Murphy, the little guy, dishes off Longbella. He's got it!
They're beating him down the floor a little bit.
It's a 4-point lead now for Glyndon-Felton with 2:30 remaining here in the first quarter. Kragerud. Down low, Critchley, and he's fouled.
Nice drive. Beat his man on the baseline. That was a good drive.
Joe Murphy made it happen in the lane. He is not intimidated at all when he gets in the Atlanta Giants in there, does he?
No,
he really wants to play. Let's take a look at it.
Right in there. Here it is. Right inside. Nice pass. Didn't need the dribble. Got it anyway.
Free throw by Critchley is not good.
Hawley's missed some free throws. That's unusual.
Critchley, he'll get another one. Fouled in the act of shooting, he gets this one.
I know all those kids from Hawley want this game, but that 25 really wants it.
Joe Murphy puts it up. No. Air ball. Molstry to Newman. To Critchley. This is Molstry all alone to the free throw line. A little too strong. Chris Smith on the board. Out to Tommy Mall. Here come the Buffaloes on the break. They're going coast to coast. And another turnover. Kragerud comes away with it. Critchley down the floor now. Critchley into the paint. Dishes off. Saline puts it up and in.
Looks like a pickup game after school right now.
Quickly down the floor. Tommy Mall. Oh, another turnover. Critchley again as they trail by one. Critchley inside, and he's got it. A one-point lead for the Nuggets.
8-4, 9-8, just like that.
Yeah, that's right. A quick 5. Joe Murphy. Inside a Longfellow, we got another blocking foul. And again, Saline is called for the block down low. Earlier, it was Critchley. This time, it's Saline.
They don't get the replay. Let's watch.
That's the same play that went to Longfellow before.
He might have been there a little early, but he's got to give him room to come down.
Back to live action now. Another turnover. Boy, they're nearing double figures in that category.
Yeah, they are. They're going a little bit faster than they're capable of, but that's all right. It's a good game.
Kragerud back outside to Newman. They swing it to Saline. Saline into the corner. Kragerud, a 15-footer, and no! And Chris Smith making his presence known on the boards. Down the floor, Kowalski loses it to Newman. And we got a foul on Joe Murphy. This place is going absolutely nuts.
That hurt.
54 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and the Nuggets lead by 1.
That really hurts.
Steffes into the ball game for the Buffaloes as Joe Murphy's going to take a breather. We are inside a minute. Newman with the basketball, working against Steffes, who just checked into the lineup for the Buffaloes. Saline in the paint, rejected by Longfellow. Molstry gets it. He'll take his time with
that was a good block.
35 seconds remaining. Molstry, 10-footer, too short.
Over the top.
And we got a whistle, and it's going to be on Molstry. Over the back that time of Smith.
You could just see that coming. A post guy shoots a 15-foot jumper, and he knows it's short. He goes right after it. Bang, he fouls over the top. You can read that right away.
As you watch Kowalski put it in play to Steffes with 28 seconds remaining in the first quarter. This is Longfellow down low. Tommy Moe!
Yeah, they took care of that trap that time. Just like you draw it up on the board.
Kragerud with 16 seconds to try to get something going. Goes baseline. We got a whistle, and it's going to be on Dane Longfellow.
That little guy doesn't look very quick, but he makes a deceiving move there. That was a tough play. He comes down, he picks it up, just a little hesitation and a little crossover, gets behind him. Now the teammate comes over. Yeah.
Randy Kragerud at the free throw line.
I tell our kids to go to where the ball's going to be, not where it is. Longfellow went to where it was, and that's why he fouled him.
We are tied at 10 with that free throw by Kragerud. He'll get another one. The Nuggets, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line here in the first quarter. Kowalski. They say he palmed it, but nothing called. Chris Smith is fouled that time by Saline.
Hawley switched the defense that time. They were in a 2-2-1.
4 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 11-10 is the count.
And the bonus both ways already.
Chris Smith will step to the free throw line for the first time tonight for the Buffaloes.
Well, he hit a couple big ones last night.
6 seconds left. He iced it. Things are going all right. Little touch that time. We're tied at 11. The Buffaloes back out in front with 4 seconds remaining in the first quarter. A long one by Moultrie. It's short. The Buffaloes lead after the first 8 minutes, and we'll be back.
The First National Bank of Barnesville would like to remind you that there's still time to get that 1985 tax break by opening up a new IRA account or adding to your present account. Just stop in and see the friendly staff at the First National Bank of Barnesville. They'll be glad to help you with your financial questions. Whether it's checking, savings, loans, the First National Bank of Barnesville is ready to help. That's the First National Bank of Barnesville. Member FDIC. Butch's Marine Barnesville, the area's largest Mariner outboard dealer, invites you to stop out and see the complete Mariner line. From the powerful Mariner 200 to small fishing motors to electric trolling motors, Butch's Marine has the Mariner outboard to fit your boating fun. With 5 lines of boats, Butch's Marine can match the Mariner outboard to the boat you want. Make summer boating more fun with the Mariner outboard and boat from Butch's Marine, Barnesville.
We are seeing some wide open basketball here in a 1-point game at the end of the first 8 minutes.
It has been wide open. A little bit faster than they're capable, but it's all right because if they once get it under control, it's really going to be going. Glyndon makes a move. They bring Murphy back in the second quarter. He's got 3.
What's under control with these two teams?
Well, scoring half the time.
Okay. Are you surprised at the number of turnovers we've seen?
A little bit, yeah, especially Hawley's turnovers.
Tommy Mall goes inside. Longbella has position and scores.
They're getting that lob every time. They're getting that lob every time.
And Glyndon-Felton has opened up their biggest lead of the game with 3 points. Kragerud against Steffes down the floor. Man-to-man defense for Glyndon-Felton. Moultrie looking down low when he gets that ball at the high post, didn't he?
Yep.
Nice move by Kragerud. Kragerud with a double pump takes the glass and cuts it to 1. Steffes, his first shot of the game. It's a brick. Kragerud to Critchley. Kragerud doesn't get that one. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to the Nuggets. Newman with the basketball. Celine. Moultrie. He's looking for Critchley on the baseline every time he gets to that spot. Kragerud with a nice touch.
Really soft touch.
Puts the Nuggets back out in front by 1. 6:45 remaining in the first half. Tommy Mall now with Steffes and Joe Murphy running the show in the backcourt. This is Tommy Mall down low, has position. He's rejected by Moultrie. Gets his own and scores!
That was a good athletic play right there. That's just an athletic play.
I thought Moultrie did a great job of not fouling him, getting above and just getting the ball that time. Celine. Critchley. Haven't heard from him lately. Kragerud. Newman with the basketball. Looking inside Critchley on Tommy Mall down low. This is Kragerud from the corner, and he's got it.
Once he gets that going, it's spelling a lot of trouble for Glyndon.
The Nuggets by 1. We're starting to see things slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Murphy, fade away. And Kragerud couldn't find the handle as it goes out of bounds. Steffes will sit down as Joel Kowalski will check back into the lineup for Glyndon-Felton. You look at Steffes go to the bench. Longbella back outside to Murphy. Kowalski to Tommy Mall. He goes baseline, puts up a 15-footer, and he's got it.
It's easy, isn't it?
The seesaw lead.
15-footer in the air and touch the twines.
Tommy Mall, if I had to pick a player on the floor right now that didn't look fazed at all by this pressure, it would be him. Critchley, nice touch. Tommy Mall has already got 8 points on the night. 5:10 remaining here in the first half. Smith away from the bucket. Looking for Longbella inside. Can't find him, and they're going to throw it away.
Basic difference in the two offenses is that Hawley is swinging a lot of people through the paint and posting them up. Glyndon's coming down and putting the two guys on the blocks and posting them up. It's a little bit more difficult to defend Hawley because they're putting more people into the blocks.
Moultrie to Kragerud. Back to Moultrie with his spin move inside, and he is fouled by Chris Smith. And
last time they posted up Critchley, he got the shot. This time they posted up Moultrie.
As you look at Chris Smith, let's take a look at it inside. Nice move here by Moultrie to get free.
Go. There he is. Definitely a foul. He made a nice little turn on him.
Moultrie's free throw is good. Minnesota basketball for many years has known the name of Oats LeGrand.
You bet.
A broadcaster that has, I think it's safe to say, has seen it all in Minnesota high school athletics. He's doing the radio play-by-play across court from us tonight. He's quite a character. He's the small-town sportscaster of America, according to Sports Illustrated, and we're going to pick up his play-by-play here in a couple of minutes. It's rather unique.
Okay, that'll be good.
A great guy. You've known him for a lot of years.
Yeah, a long time. If he hasn't seen it all, he'll sure tell you about a lot of things that may or may not have been there.
Tommy Mall was fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line with a 1-and-1. It's 20-18. The Nuggets have the 2-point lead, and we'll be back.
From the warmth of the summer sunshine to the first white winter snow, from the browns and golds of autumn to the spring when the rivers flow, a friendly welcome's waiting when I stop and say hello. Pelican Rapids sure can make you feel at home. Welcome home. Pelican Rapids sure can make you feel at home.
The innovative 86 Stanza wagon four-wheel drive is now at FM Auto Mart. Compare it to others and see why it's a breed apart. There's plenty of cargo space with or without the rear seat folded forward. Dual sliding doors make it so easy to load and unload. The dependable Stanza wagon four-wheel drive can comfortably carry 5 passengers and comes with a superior level of standard equipment. You won't believe the value until you remember the name is Nissan. From FM Auto Mart, 3151 Main, Fargo.
Well, it's a 2-point game, and Oats LeGrand is working for a little radio station out of Fergus Falls, I believe, and he's been following your athletic program for many years. He was honored by Sports Illustrated this year in a fall edition as the voice of small-town America athletics. Let's pick up Old Oats. Let's see how he calls this one. It's a tight ball game.
Against Hawley and 6 against Glyndon-Felton. At the line, Mall will be cranking. He'll shoot the front side of the one bonus. Right hands it up. Switch. He's got it. And Mall has his 9th point of the contest. Saline on the near side. Moultrie to the far side under the iron ring looking for a rebound. This one up. He's got it. That's 10 points now for Mall here in the first half. 20-20, and that for us is the third tie of the ball game as Newman brings Hawley into the front court. In the corner to Kragerud. Baseline, Saline. Oh, he got hammered by Longbella. Longbella hammered him, picked up his second foul. 20-20. Going charity-wise will be Saline. Longbella did not get him too badly with the arm, but he got too much skin on the play, and the referee whistled him down. All right, Saline at the line. He'll crank twice. He's a left-hander. Fires this one up. Swish, he's got it. Saline with his 3rd point in the ball game. Under the glass, looking for the rebound on the far side is Smith, the near side with Longbella. This one up. He got it. And that is his 4th point, 22-20. Hawley by 2. This has been closer than a pair of Siamese twins, I'll tell you. 4:22 remaining here in the first half. Looking at a zone defense now. Down into the corner, Mall. Back out to Murphy. On the side to Mall. Mall looking for somewhere, or Kowalski rather. Into the corner to Mall. Back to Kowalski. 20-footer off the ring. Rebound. Whacked away and picked off by Smith. Smith comes back out. Kowalski from 9. No good. Into the corner and picked off there by Newman. The Nuggets come into the front court to Kragerud. Kragerud down to the baseline. Drives the line, and he is fouled by Kowalski. 3:54 remaining in the first half. 22-20. The Nuggets.
There you have it, Oats LeGrand. What a story. What a terrific person.
He can really do it, I'll tell you. He's on top of every game. He's on top of every move. And he's got that jargon that he can throw right in that really fits.
He's what Minnesota basketball is all about. Dedicated people. And he was in here tonight 1 hour before tip-off time, going through his notes. Even after 38 years, he knows that preparation is the most important thing about the broadcast. I really respect that man.
He sure does. And I'll tell you what, he means more to District 23 basketball than a lot of people will ever imagine, too.
Well, he said it was closer than a pair of Siamese twins. He ain't wrong. It's a three-point advantage now for the Nuggets. Tommy Mall in the corner.
Hawley in his own defense now.
Tommy Mall way outside.
That's how you take care of his own defense.
You got to have those zone busters.
You betcha.
3:30 remaining in the first half.
Careful, Murphy, careful.
Critchley. Mole Street.
See, they posted up Critch again.
Craggerud. They're starting to cut him out a little bit there, Coach.
Yeah.
Down low to Critchley. He was out of bounds.
Trying to make something happen.
One thing is for sure, Hawley's patience is definitely being tested.
Oh, yeah. But it's been tested before. They'll be all right. Still a zone.
Tommy Mall back to Murphy. Kowalski. Tommy Mall again. Kowalski. He eyes the bucket. Longbella from 10. A little too strong. Pulled down by Newman. This is Critchley. And Murphy holds him up at midcourt, slowing down that break. The guards really have to be involved to stop that break, don't they?
They do.
We've got a whistle in the paint.
Got a foul on the drive. Hawley's given Kowalski the shot in the other end. They're shading Mall pretty tough. Down here, it's pretty tough to shade anybody.
Tommy Mall picked up his second personal foul of the night as Steve Molstry to the free throw line and gets it.
Hasn't been much substituting.
Molstry again. A three-point advantage for the Nuggets. Tommy Mall.
You're not supposed to get tired in these games.
The pace has slowed down considerably here in the second quarter.
Hawley's zone will do that. He's got to
Smith
shoot that shot.
looking for room. Murphy can't find any room. Goes baseline, down low to Longbella. Loses the ball out of bounds, and the Nuggets will get it. 2:18 remaining in the first half.
London's got to be careful because I don't think they're going to be able to come back as easy against Hawley as they did against Lake Park last night. Hawley handles the ball with 5 guys a little bit better.
Newman against Murphy.
Here comes Critchley.
Smith has given Mosley a lot of room outside. This is Newman. For Critchley to Craggerud. Newman down low. Celine is hammered in the act of shooting.
They ran that offense now, and I think if a coach is watching that, or anybody watching it, 5 different people were in the post on that continuity.
Longbella picked up the personal foul as Hawley wants a timeout. Let's take a look at that foul.
Here it comes right here. See, there's one cut through the paint. Now they swing it, pick down, another cut in the paint. Now you're late. Definitely, with the chest.
Do you have to take a foul like that? You got to play him tight inside us.
You got to play him tight inside, and maybe at this stage of the game you'd let him score that one.
As you look at Ron Tollefson, his ball club has won 7 out of 8, and their last loss came to these Hawley Nuggets, and it was only by 6 points, 78-72. Earlier in the year, they were hammered pretty well by 19.
London's got to be real careful that they just don't give up too much right now and get too far behind. They got 2 minutes to go. That's a pretty good timeout.
You're watching Minnesota District 23A Championship Basketball on WDAY TV Fargo.
Tough decision for a coach who likes to have a few more timeouts in the 4th quarter, but sometimes you better take one in the 2nd quarter or it doesn't make any difference in the 4th.
Now, why would he take a timeout right there? He's got at the free throw line, got a 3-point lead. Now it's at 4.
See see if Hawley switches defense.
The Nuggets.
They're man-to-man.
The Nuggets
No,
have
they aren't. Let's see. They were man for a while. No, they're 2-3.
Call them like you see them, Coach.
I am.
Tommy Moll.
They're giving Kowalski all he can have.
And he's going to take it. Longbella had it, but lost it to Moultrie. They clear it away to Newman, and he pushes the ball up the floor to Kragerud. Moultrie.
There's one post.
Celine fakes, puts it up left-handed, and gets a nice touch on the iron.
We got the roll and the coffee.
28-22 with 1:09 remaining in the first half. Tommy Moll outside. Kowalski. They haven't had a whole lot of luck, Rex, getting the ball inside, so Murphy's going to do something about it.
That'll break him out of the ice. He hadn't been close on a couple. Now he gets that one down.
40 seconds remaining. It's a 4-point advantage for the Nuggets, and they've got the ball. This is Newman. Moultrie passes up the 15-footer, but Celine will take it, and a nice shot by Celine.
What's that guy do shooting a 15-foot jumper? He's a post player. Anybody told him that? He says, I can make
I would think that you'd look for the Buffaloes to come out and play that post a little tighter.
Yeah.
13 seconds remaining in the half. 10 seconds, 9. Tommy Moll. Murphy, 4 seconds. Somebody better gun it. He does, and it won't go. A little too short. That's the end of the first half. And the Hawley Nuggets lead it at halftime by a score of 30-24.
That last move didn't hurt him that bad.
Let's take a look at this last shot. We're at halftime, and we'll be back.
Since 1892, the State Bank of Hawley has been serving the financial needs of people in and around the Hawley area. But age alone isn't what has made the State Bank of Hawley so successful. It's all the experience that has come with those 94 years of service. And it's because of their understanding people, ready to help you with savings, checking, loans, and planning for the future with an IRA account. Bank on experience and where people makes the difference. Bank at the State Bank of Hawley, member FDIC. Good job, Nuggets. Look your best in the newest spring colors and fashions from the Fashion Gallery in Hawley. They carry the latest styles and sizes, junior, missy, women's, larger sizes, plus petite and half sizes. They're proud of their new store and the Hawley Nuggets. For groceries, gasoline, or snacks on the run, stop by Kirk Super America, conveniently located on Highway 10. Kirk Super America in Hawley, the convenience store with more of what you're looking for. Congratulations, Nuggets, on your terrific season. The Golden Nuggets hail from a community rich in country life and small-town traditions, a place where families work together to support its churches, school, and business while maintaining a quality life, relaxed, friendly, and rewarding. Hawley, Minnesota is located on the edge of the Red River Valley, where the landscape takes on a gentle roll of hills with lakes and woods for accents. The municipal airport plays a major role in expanding the business climate of the area. Hawley's business community is prosperous and growing, as well as supportive to area activities. With updated facilities such as the pool, golf course, baseball diamonds, and tennis courts, the residents of Hawley are able to enjoy a pleasurable atmosphere of fun and recreation. Hawley schools have approximately 790 students enrolled in grades kindergarten through 12th, with 75% of their senior classes going on for further schooling. The schools have added several computers for students to gain a better knowledge on its use and application. Because of the increasing enrollment, several teachers have been added to the staff, and construction will start this summer with an addition of 6 classrooms, an ag shop, and an elementary gymnasium. Hawley schools have a wide range of extracurricular activities ranging from drama to sport. The music students are very talented, placing members in both all-state choir and band. Another source of pride in Hawley is the high participation in sports. The girls' volleyball team was undefeated in the regular season and runner-up in regions. 2 Hawley girls attended the girls' state cross-country meet, and the girls' team were district champs. The football, girls' basketball, wrestling, and gymnastic teams have also done well. The Hawley spring sports teams look to be equally as strong. The school and community of Hawley would like to wish the Nuggets good luck in this year's playoffs.
We're back at the Carver Fieldhouse, and the Nuggets lead it by a score of 30-24. We'll be back right after we go get a hot dog here. This is an interesting shot. Now that's called an aggressive cameraman right there. Now wait a minute, that's not going to be on the sports expense. That's got to go to programming.
Okay.
With us in the booth right now, or at courtside, is Oats LeGrand. He's been doing play-by-play for 38 years. Is that correct?
Oh, no, don't make me that old. Just 35.
Just 35.
Yeah. The 3 years were bad.
Oats, congratulations on being honored by Sports Illustrated. That is quite an honor.
Well, it really is, and for me, I don't know how it happens, you know. Out here in the supposed boonies, you wonder how you get picked up, but it really was a tremendous honor, and I really don't know how to handle it, because nothing like that's ever happened to me before.
Well, what happened when Sports Illustrated called you? Didn't they call you for like 3 years in a row, and finally you thought it was one of your buddies pulling a joke on you?
Well, I thought it was the first time. In fact, he gave me the phone number, so I called back to the headquarters, or he told me to, but I didn't. Then he called me back, and this went on for 3 years, and finally he showed up. I don't know, maybe he couldn't find a way.
Oats, you've been around a long time doing play-by-play. What's your best memory? What sticks out in your mind out of all these years of following high school athletes down the pike? What is it?
Well, I think really the one thing that I cherish as far as athletics is concerned, that I've had an opportunity for the better part of half a century to be involved in athletics, to see these young men and young women progress the way they have, and had a chance to participate myself. And I think athletics are the real core to manhood and womanhood, and if a person can handle himself on the court or on the field, they can handle themselves when they get out in life.
Do you enjoy what you do?
That's why I'm doing it.
Okay, partner. Is this a close one tonight?
I think so. I think it's going to go right down to the wire. I don't think there's any doubt. Hawley have not shot too well. I think Murphy's going to have to shoot a little bit more and penetrate a little bit more, but I think it's going to go down to the wire.
Oats, it's a pleasure. I have admired you from afar for many years, and congratulations on your honor, and you'll probably get it again sometime unless you move.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you could get old man Boster to bring you down to the lake, we'd let you catch some walleyes on Battle Lake.
I'm going to take you up on that.
Okay.
You better not charge me, though, huh?
No, not too much. Thanks for having me around.
Hey, you bet you, partner. We'll be back with more from the Carver Fieldhouse with the Hawley and Glyndon-Felton game right after this.
These Glyndon-Felton merchants are proud of the Buffaloes, Human's distributor of Shackley, world leaders in nutrition. Rick and Dorothy Hill at the Hill Lounge enjoy their delicious hamburgers. Glyndon Garage, your complete car service center. Felton Farmers Co-op Elevator for seed, fertilizer, and chemicals. And Ames Sand and Gravel Incorporated. The Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes are a super team. These Glyndon-Felton merchants are proud of the Buffaloes, Glyndon Grain Company. Before selling, check their competitive bids. Eddie's and Jenny's Garden Center, your Easterlily headquarters, open every day. Charlotte and Gunny at the Felton Package Store, now under new management. The Glyndon Highway Host Restaurant. Stop in and see Mabel and all her friends. And the R.D. Offutt Company. The Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes are a super team. The Hawley Golf and Country Club reminds you to get ready for golf. It won't be long now, and it always starts first at Hawley. Remember, the Hawley Golf and Country Club is 18 holes and open to the public. And for underground work, snow removal, and road construction, talk to Saline Brothers Incorporated Highway Contractors. They've got the knowledge and the experience to do the job right. They're proud of the Hawley team for their great success this season. Plan for the future with an IRA today. Stop in and let the friendly people at the First National Bank of Hawley show you how to save hundreds of tax dollars along with money for your retirement. The First National Bank of Hawley is your full-service bank with checking, loans, savings, safety deposit boxes, CDs, and more. They are proud to serve the Hawley community and are also proud of the Hawley Nuggets and their great success this season. With uninterrupted service since 1905, it's the First National Bank of Hawley, member FDIC.
Back at the Carver Fieldhouse, Ed Schultz along with Rex Haugen tonight. We're just about getting ready for the second half of the Minnesota District 23A Championship basketball game. The numbers show very much of what we've seen during the season, Rex Haugen. That shooting percentage for Hawley remains consistent as you see the Buffaloes come out of the locker room, and the Buffaloes only 40% from the field so far tonight.
I tell you, the stats, I think, show something else if you look a little close. I think it indicates that Hawley's getting better shots. Not only they've gotten fewer shots, but the better shots. The fouls will show it. Hawley's got Glyndon's got more fouls than Hawley, and Hawley's made more from the free throw line.
Now it's a 6-point game right now. Hawley's got the lead. You look at Ron Tollefson coming out. What does he have to do? What does he have to do to get more points out of his offense other than Tommy Mall?
Well, I tell you, they've got to go to Mall a little bit more, and I think that Murphy's going to have to try and penetrate. They're laying off so tough in the paint that Mall's going to have to make something happen on the wing. Defensively, he's got to start forcing the action, and that's a tough call for him because he doesn't want to get Murphy with another foul. But he's going to have to make a move pretty quick because it's tough to catch up on Hawley.
The Nuggets have no one in double figures, but they've got 3 players with 9, Critchley, Saline, and Kragerud. Nobody in foul trouble.
Newman doesn't have a point tonight, and last night he was one of the top scorers. Hawley is running that offense really well, and if you watch it, they got a different guy coming into the post most of the time, and that's indicative of the problems that they're giving Glyndon because of Glyndon's foul trouble.
All right, turnovers, what do you think? We've seen the play stabilize a little bit here in the second quarter.
I have to admit it was a little wild, out of control in the first quarter, that's for sure.
Everybody's getting revved up.
Who is that masked man? Well, I tell you.
There's our photographer, one of them, Kerry Shelton. He'll go anywhere to get a picture.
Is that thing very heavy?
That camera weighs, Jim, correct me if I'm wrong, about 22 pounds.
That's heavy.
But you keep it on your shoulder for about 3 hours.
Oh, that's heavy.
Then it's real heavy.
Well, let's get her going here, boys. Let's have a good second half.
Kerry Shelton, Brian Waltz, and Dave Wee on camera for us tonight. And the Nuggets will put it in play with a 6-point advantage.
Man-to-man by Glyndon.
And early, off the foot of Newman.
Already.
Murphy down to Longbella. Chris Smith, they want to hear from him early, and they do. One thing I think that's been tough for Murphy to shoot from the outside is that Critchley's out there playing a ball at the top of the key. He's about a foot taller than him.
Yeah, he's a lot taller.
Shot off.
He's a lot taller, and if he tries to go past Critchley, Newman's on the other wing. He's the same size.
Another Nugget turnover.
There's
Quickly to Smith from Murphy, and they're in. And now it's a 2-point game, and the Nuggets have yet to be heard from here in the second half.
Careful, Murphy.
Newman down the lane, coast to coast.
That's a great play. There we go. That's a good play.
Or is that hogging the ball?
No.
Of course, I guess the athlete's got to make the decision there, huh?
Haven't got time for a committee meeting.
Tommy Mall to Murphy. Fakes the shot. Tied up. And we got a double dribble.
Hawley switched, looks like they're in a 1-2-2 or 3-2 zone that time.
I noticed Tommy Mall is playing with his hamstring taped. The word on him.
I don't really know if that's a football problem or something that comes from basketball.
Saline outside. Longbella, they're starting to pick the ball up outside a little bit tighter, Rex.
A little bit. There's Critchley.
Critchley doesn't have the touch on that one. Kowalski clears it away.
Glyndon's pushing it up like they did the first quarter, only they're not quite as wild with the passes.
Mall alone and doesn't get it. And Critchley boards it.
That's what Glyndon's got to have.
Celine outside. I really thought we'd see the Nuggets try to break a little bit more. This is Moultrie, and a beautiful shot. We're coming up on the 6-minute mark in the third quarter. The Nuggets by 6. Smith down low. Doesn't find the range in tight. Newman up to Critchley. Moultrie. They swing it over to Craggerud. He has the lane, but he doesn't get the roll.
They cleared it out for him real quick, and Craggerud took advantage of it. Just wouldn't go down.
Tommy Moore to the bucket and doesn't get it. And we got a whistle, and let's see who this is on.
I think it's on Longbella.
It is on Dane Longbella. Let's look at it.
We're on the break now. Maul's forcing the action here on the wing on the drive. Tough drive. Must be over the top. Oh, yeah. Yep. Gotta
Back
make
to
that
live
call.
action. Craggerud. Moultrie outside. Down low. Rejected, but fouled by Kowalski. And
Murphy.
Newman.
Murphy. Here it is. Murphy got hung up on a real good pick by Celine. He's got to guard Newman, who's way too big for him.
And that's the 4th personal foul on Joe Murphy in the backcourt for the Buffaloes. And again, the Nuggets continue to find the range from the free throw line.
It's really tough to lay off like that. Sometimes you just soon let the guy score so we get back to the other end.
In the first half, they were 10 of 14 from the line. And here early on in the second half, Newman cans a couple. And now it is the biggest lead of the ball game. The Nuggets lead it by 8. Murphy outside playing with 4 fouls. Kowalski on the near side.
They're telling Murphy to shoot that shot right there. Critchley's laying way off of him.
Tommy Moll looking for some room on the baseline. Gets it out to Kowalski. Puts it up and in.
That will help Kowalski. He's missed a few. That might take a little heat off Maul. Might loosen up.
Moultrie gets it into Craggerud. 4:50 remaining in the third quarter. Nuggets by 6.
Glyndon still in a man.
We'll be back next Tuesday night with the Region 6A semifinals. Short off the iron by Moultrie. Smith loses the ball to Newman down low. Celine! And he scores!
Hustle play, got their pocket pick.
Just taking advantage of opportunities.
You bet.
Kowalski outside.
Glyndon's having a lot of trouble with his zone defense because Hawley's got his long arms. They're all the same size, and Critchley is way off of Murphy. He's got to do that. Oof,
Murphy caught Longbella off guard down low, tried to dish it to him, and it's a turnover. But Murphy's just trying to make something happen down the lane.
They're giving Murphy all he can eat at the top. He's got to start taking that thing, I think.
Critchley. And
go,
it's going to go. Somebody was in the net that time.
Yeah.
And the Nuggets have opened up a 10-point lead with 3:55 remaining in the third, and we'll be back.
Farmers, the planting season is right around the corner, and Peterman Seed Farms has a good supply of high germination, top quality certified seeds in many varieties of wheat, barley, soybeans, durum, and corn. Peterman's has a Minnesota-approved seed plant, and cash discounts are available. Ask about their custom conditioning, too. They want to help you get your planting season off to a good start. Congratulations, Nuggets, on the good job you've done all season long. From Peterman Seed Farms in Hawley. Wall Drug in Hawley has it all. Home and health items, photo processing, cosmetics, a restaurant, prescription services, and even a gift shop downstairs. Stop in soon, and be sure to visit the Silver Lake Co-op Oil Company in Hawley. They've got quality Cenex products for your home, farm, and car. They've got the team spirit, and are behind the Hawley Nuggets all the way. In business as in sports, teamwork makes the difference.
That was the problem. As you see, Fargo South making it easy to the state finals in North Dakota, 79-45.
Glyndon's got their work cut out for him now. Hawley is really flattening out that zone. Look at, they're giving Murphy that shot right there.
Tommy Moll to Murphy. Kowalski. And they're going to take it. Longbella had his hands on it. Maul saves it. Longbella outside. Murphy to Smith in the lane with a move, and it doesn't get it off the near side. Moultrie clears it away. The long pass to Critchley. To Craggerud. Nuggets by 10. 3:15 remaining in the third quarter. Moultrie is just looking for somebody breaking along that baseline.
They just run that flex offense to death. That's 3 different posts. There's a 4th one.
And there it is.
There's the score and a foul.
And he's fouled. It's going to be a 3-point play. Opportunity for the Nuggets. And it's on Chris Smith.
They've run this thing through about 3 times now. They've run it through about 3 times. And here comes Moultrie off the pick on the other side. Defense was late getting there. And that's how come we got the 3-point play. Hawley's got different people coming to the post all the time. Glyndon's locking up with 1 or 2 on the post.
Stolen away by Craggerud. And we got a foul on Tommy Maul.
Hawley has given Murphy all he wants on the top. He's a little cautious because that guy playing the top is Critchley, and he's 6'3" with long arms, and Murphy not that tall, but he's got to take that shot because he's got it.
It is a critical time now for Glyndon-Felton. They trail by 13. Last night we saw them down by 12, and they came back to 1 to win, but they're not playing the same ball club. They're playing the undefeated Nuggets.
That's right. Here we go.
Here's the turnaround.
Big
Murphy
play right here. Got to have this.
Puts it up, and we got it up. It's a foul, and he is out of the ball game. His 5th personal foul.
His 5th.
And Rex Haugen, the Minnesota rule is.
Okay. Here's a great steal and a pass. Now let's see. That was a tough call, and I'm not second-guessing the referee. That was a tough call.
A 13-point advantage for the Nuggets. And just when the Buffaloes looked like they were going to get something cooking, it was taken from them.
See, that was 3-point play time right there on that last play.
Misses
really
in
a big
tight.
play.
Smith clears it away.
Maul's turn. There,
and
now it should go the other way.
And this one's on Newman and Tommy Maul. Let's
Here
take a look at it here.
Same kick out. Murphy to Maul this time. Same type of thing, except he splits the defense. He splits the defense. That's going to get him a 3-point play.
Tommy Maul at the free throw line. This will be the first free throw in the second half for Glyndon-Felton.
Those were 2 tough calls. Those are the toughest calls I think the officials have to make. Those 2 there, and he got 2 in a row.
That was a 3-point transition that time, and now it's down to a 10-point lead for the Nuggets with 2:05 remaining in the third quarter. Critchley looking again down low. Now Celine, he finds Moultrie, and again they are in.
Same thing as a couple plays ago. Exactly the same thing. Exactly.
Murphy, he's playing with 5 fouls. If he fouls again, the other team gets the ball out of bounds plus 2 free throws.
Yep.
That's that new
terrible rule.
Squirrely rule out of Minnesota
Terrible
basketball.
rule. Just a terrible rule.
Why don't you like it?
Well, I tell you what, it's a team sport. You got a lot of guys on the bench they're supposed to fill in. There's some strategy involved when you get a guy in foul trouble. It puts an awful lot of heat on the kid out there. He can't really play his game anyway because he's going to get himself in trouble if he fouls. And in a close ball game, the coach has got another tough decision to make. And another thing, in my case, I become a poor coach because I forget how many fouls they got. I don't pay much attention anymore. I don't like it at all. I hope we get rid of it.
Is there a chance of that?
Yeah, it's experiment. You know, Minnesota does a lot of experimenting.
Craggerud from the outside. We're inside a minute, and it's 47-33. The Buffaloes are going to have to almost not miss from here on out. And down low, Moultrie.
That's a great drive, and that's definitely the right call.
Moultrie and Tommy Maul having a couple of words.
Little fire out there. Little fire. Watch this quick move by Maul. Get it over there, Murph. Come on, come on, come on. Get it over there. All right, there we are. Can we see it? Watch that quick move. Just an explosion right there. See, right by him. Yeah, that's all right.
Free throw is good by Tommy Mall. 15 on the night. He's perfect again.
Murphy took a chance there on his steal. Attaboy, good hustle, Kowalski.
Murphy, we got a jump ball.
That's good hustle. Good hustle.
It can't be decided tomorrow.
No, that's right. Hawley doesn't feel bad about that. They just, both teams hustled and the white team came up with the ball.
39 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Glyndon really needs to get this to 10. They really do. Even if they went for one shot, it'd be all right.
Longbella inside, loses it. And again, the Nugget defense prevails.
I think the Hawley kids are a little bit stronger, too.
They're playing pretty patient, trying to get the ball inside, aren't they?
Yep.
29 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
They'll just run that offense to death until you make a mistake on that baseline pick, and then it's got a three-point play possibility.
Kragerud.
Kowalski's really working Kragerud over. Here it comes. Now they got a pick for Newman. Celine up top. Here comes Critchley to the post. Now it's over to Newman. Here comes Kragerud in the post. Here comes Molstry in the post. That's 4, I think.
Yep. That's the offense has not changed a bit. Kragerud.
Game breakers. Those are game breakers.
And that's it. The end of the third quarter. And Kragerud on a double pump finds the range. And we'll be back.
These Glyndon-Felton merchants are proud of the Buffaloes. Hillis Hawk, world's best-selling sugar beet seed. Greenleaf, your complete flour and vegetable shop. Felton Cafe, they feature home cooking. Croom Kennel since 1960, featuring pro diet dog food and beautiful AKC puppies. And Soderberg Construction, repair and construction of grain elevators for 20 years. The Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes are a super team. These Glyndon-Felton merchants are proud of the Buffaloes. Soderberg Ceramics, your one-stop ceramic shop. Chet and Esther at the Night Owl Lounge try their Big Hooter hamburger. Land O'Lakes Fertilizer Plant, your complete fertilizer headquarters. Felton Garage for expert repair of cars, trucks, and tractors. And Ron's Excavating, the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes are a super team.
Well, there's 8 minutes left in the season for somebody here. And right now, you look at the Buffaloes as they trail 49-35. They were 17-5 overall, 9-3 in the Heart of Lakes.
We'll really see now how much metal there is out there, because we're on the brink of a blowout if we don't watch out. Well, Glyndon has really got to now suck it up and make something happen and get themselves into a position where they might have a chance to win it in the last couple minutes. Otherwise, we're going to have a blowout. Hawley is just absolutely dominating that offensive end.
Kowalski, Murphy outside.
Hawley switched defenses again. They're chasing Maul.
Still pressuring the ball out front. Longbella in tight, misses, follows his own and gets it.
Hawley switched defense. They chased Maul. That'll always screw you up the first couple times down.
And as you called it, Glyndon-Felton putting pressure. Kragerud. They'll go back to the, as you say, the flex offense.
Here comes right there.
Celine. Now they're looking at the back door. And again, it's Critchley is fouled, and it's good. And it's on Tommy Mall. When it rains, it pours.
Yeah. Somebody said one time when the locusts come to eat everything.
And they do right here. What a great play by Critchley, though.
Yeah.
Keeping his concentration.
Yeah.
And he makes the free throw. It's 52-37 with 7:23 remaining. Tommy Mall.
Swing Mall, see if they're chasing you.
Stephenson.
They chased him the first possession, I think, and that's it.
Murphy. He's fouled in the lane.
Murphy made that foul.
And Critchley is going to take the foul. And this has got shades of an ugly finish for the Buffaloes. There's only two things right now that I think the Buffaloes can do. Shoot relatively soon once they get the ball across midcourt. As Joe Murphy makes his first free throw, he'll get another one. And the other one is play full court pressure defense.
They've got to go full court pressure. And they've really got a problem in the other end because they've got to take care of that paint move by all those posts coming in there. Yet they've got to go out and trap a little bit.
Molstry. Long bell is on him, and is it going to count? It will not count.
They can't argue with that call. You can't let them have that one.
We'll see why you don't argue with it.
That's a good call.
Molstry
he hadn't continued
fouled
the shot
before he
at
even
all.
thought about shooting.
Yep, no problem.
7:04 remaining here in the ball game. 52-39.
That's 5 fouls on Longbell also.
Chris Smith is going to come into the ball game for the Buffaloes. And Longbell is going to sit down with 5 fouls. He can still play. The rule is in Minnesota. If you foul a kid again, pick up your 6th foul. The other team gets the ball out of bounds plus 2 free throws. Molstry gets it. They've only missed 2 from the line tonight. Molstry again. Again, he's good.
How many free throws have they made?
They've made 16 out of 18 from the line. Into the corner to Tommy Mall. But then again, Glyndon hasn't missed a free throw tonight. Steffes takes it in the paint, and he's fouled, and that's going to be on Celine. 9 free throws for Glyndon-Felton tonight. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll do the same. 54-39 is the count as we'll look at Steffes taking the ball into the paint, trying to draw the foul, going for the three-point play. Doesn't get the bucket, but he'll get the free throws. We'll be back at the Carver Fieldhouse in a moment.
Congratulations, Hawley Nuggets, on your great success this season. Quality is what you'll get at the Jack and Jill store in Hawley. They carry a full line of grocery items, including meats and produce. Be sure to stop by their bakery section for fresh baked goods. And for movie buffs, Jack and Jill now has movies to rent. For complete insurance services, see the fine folks at the Hawley Agency. And for answers to all your real estate questions, visit Evergreen Realty with multiple listing services, both located in the First National Bank of Hawley. It's that time of year again, and the Hawley Co-op Elevator Company is ready. They've got everything you need for spring: seed, fertilizer, chemicals, and more. See Hawley Co-op Elevator for application as well. They're happy to be a part of this tournament and proud of the Hawley Nuggets. Hawley Co-op Elevator is also happy to serve the people of this great area. This spring, visit the Hawley Co-op Elevator Company. They're ready to help you.
Free throw by Steffes is good. And it's a 14-point advantage for the Nuggets. Steffes, that's their first miss on the night from the line.
There's still time for Glyndon, but they've got to stop Hawley. I wonder if Hawley's going to start running the clock down here. Don't look like it.
Molstry loses the ball, but he's fouled, and Tommy Mall picks it up in the lane.
Looks like Hawley changed their offense. They went with 2 people on the post and just went to a power move right away.
Mall again with his 5th personal foul. They've got 3 players with 5 fouls. As you look at Critchley mopping up.
Okay.
Molstry to the free throw line as you look at the Nugget students. Molstry gets it. And they got 3 players with 5 fouls.
Yeah. This is not going to be pleasant for them now.
In the lane a little too soon, and it will belong to Glyndon-Felton as the Nuggets missed that free throw.
You got to play to win. They got to keep going after it. And that means that you're going to foul even if you're trying to protect yourself. So we might have a tough foul here pretty soon. A couple of free throws plus ball out of bounds.
Murphy down low to Smith. Celine and Murphy will jump it up. Possession goes to Hawley. Smith, they're really collapsing on him.
You bet.
And he's having a hard time hanging onto the ball in the paint.
Yeah, he's not quite physically developed yet. People are muscling him down there. And
loose ball at midcourt. Steffes taken away by Newman. All alone is Celine. And he's fouled by Smith. A foul by Smith, totally out of frustration.
Yep, that was a frustration foul. This wasn't a very good pass by Kragerud here. And that was not a very good pass by Steffes. And then it was a good pass by Newman. I thought he was going to slam it.
And he made the free throw. And now it's 58-40, an 18-point lead. Smith loses the ball. Newman, we got 6 minutes remaining.
It's going to be a long 6 minutes for Glyndon.
Kragerud. Well, the Nuggets look like they're going to be a fine-tuned machine.
They are. Watch, that's a good drive.
Critchley.
Critchley.
And it's a 20-point game. And the Buffaloes want a timeout.
Timeout, Glyndon.
And as we wind this one down with 5:38 remaining, just look at this crowd.
The Nuggets can smell it. The Nuggets can smell it. They changed their offense coming down the court, just went to 2 power players on the blocks, and they've just gone inside each time.
Rex, when you're undefeated and you're going into the playoffs, there's so much talk about the season being over and you got to do it all over again. How hard is it? Is it almost better to lose a game early or to knock that kind of talk off? Has it been hard for Tom Critchley, you think, to come in here?
Well, it's a universal question that's asked all the time if you're in that position. I think a lot of things the coach has to do depends upon his relationship with his team and the personnel that they have between one another. No one likes to lose a ball game, but it is a true fact that if you've got a loss, you don't have that thing hanging over your head. I think what you got to do when you come into tournament plays, you just got to totally block out the rest of the season. This is brand new stuff. You're not 18-0 anymore or 19-0. You're 0-0. And you just got to play in that frame of mind. You got to put the other thing out of your mind completely.
As you saw, the Buffalo huddle with head coach Ron Tollefson, and being in a very tough situation, the only thing you can do is try to keep the pressure on and air it out to the bucket as soon as possible, and that's what Kowalski's doing. And they just can't find the range. Critchley on the break.
I think Hawley's going to keep going for the score now. I don't think they're going to sit on it at all. They're going to attack.
Breckenridge trying to make it to the region tonight. And Moultrie is hammered down
foul
low.
on Maul, I think.
It is on Tommy Maul, and now Hawley will get a couple of free throws, plus the ball out of bounds.
There it is, just a drive. He just reaches down in. It's going right back into the paint. Right back in with Moultrie. Yeah, definitely.
Moultrie at the free throw line. If they had an extra day of working out, getting ready for this, they used it shooting free throws. They've only missed 2 on the night, and they've made 19. Whew. That's the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, it really is. But again, it's the shots they're getting, and their offense is getting them the type of shots where they're getting those fouls. They just had better movement than Glyndon.
To Critchley, to Celine. Whoa, they're on all 4 cylinders now.
It's like a pickup game in the backyard right now. Give me the ball, it's my turn. They're going to push it. There we go.
Critchley, and he's fouled by Joe Murphy. And again, that'll be his 6th foul, so it'll be 2 more free throws and possession inbounds for the Hawley Nuggets.
Look at this pass by Newman. He was a quarterback in high school and football. Right on the money, running the post pattern.
Now, is this a part of the rule you don't like?
You mean the free throws and the ball out of bounds?
Well,
no, I don't like the rule at all.
If
you get 5, go sit down.
It looks like Glyndon-Felton's almost in a no-win situation.
Right now they are. It's a tough call for the coach, too. If he can play the players, if the rule says he can play the players, you see, then he's got to have that other thing in his decision process. If he didn't have that, he could go to his bench, and his bench should have the opportunity to do something or not do something. This way.
Critchley down low. Doesn't get the roll this time, but back out to Kragerud. And that's probably even better for their sake. 4:30 remaining. A 26-point lead for the Nuggets. I talked to Tom Critchley earlier today. He thought this one was going to go to the wire.
Well, it sure could have. There's no doubt about that. Glyndon didn't shoot as well as Hawley did. It sure could have gone to the wire.
And now the Buffaloes will get it back after an offensive foul. Smith at the high post.
There is a thing called pride, though.
Murphy can't find the range, and everything's going the way for the Nuggets.
He's open on the left wing over there. Oh, he backed it up.
Kragerud. Down low to Moultrie. Playing aggressive off the board. Doesn't get it. Gets his own. And again he scores. Oh! Tommy Mall doesn't find it. Smith in tight.
Hang in there,
And that is the first bucket for Glyndon-Felton in over 4 minutes of basketball. They have been real quiet.
It was 40 at the quarter, huh?
Missed shot by Newman, followed down low. Mall keeps it in, but to the wrong guy. Moultrie and back outside. Well, they say Moultrie stepped out of bounds and traveled as well.
I think Kragerud was eyeing that thing up at 20 feet for a shot.
3:27 remaining in the ball game. 68-42. Murphy.
Better pick it up pretty soon.
And that is a turnover because he let it go over the midcourt line because of the 5-second rule.
5-second call. He had to pick it up pretty quick. Doesn't make any difference defense there or not. You got to get the ball in play in 5 seconds.
The Nuggets keeping the pressure on. Critchley outside. Kragerud. Little too far. Kowalski on the other end. To Murphy. Murphy loses the ball off the shot. And we got a whistle inside. And again, Mole and Moultrie with a few words. There's a timeout on the floor with 3:07 remaining. And I would think now that the Nuggets would pull the air out of the ball.
They should pull it out a little bit, I guess. I don't want to tell Tommy what to do, but maybe they should start pulling the air out a little bit.
Tough situation for any coach to be in.
Well, it's a tougher situation for Ronnie over here on the left. He's playing guys that really can't go out and play because of the foul situation. And besides that, being down by 26 with 3 minutes to go is not a real enviable position. But he's still coaching. He's in there drawing something out he wants them to do. He's still working. You got to hang tough. The sun will always come up tomorrow, you know.
It always does. Breckenridge, the Cowboys playing the Wheaton Warriors tonight in District 21.
Toss up.
Toss up.
Toss up.
They've played 4 times already this year, or 3 times already this year, and the Cowboys have won it twice. And next Tuesday night, yours truly and Rex Haugen will be right back here with the whole crew from WDAY for Minnesota Region 6A semifinal action.
I'm going to say one thing's for sure.
What's that?
Hawley will be playing.
No doubt about that.
Is that a safe statement? And I'm going to say Staples is coming out of 24 and Glenwood's coming out of 22.
That's a redwood limb you just went out on.
Is that right?
Pretty thick.
They're pretty tough, huh?
Smith makes one, misses the next one. And now the Nuggets with Critchley with the ball. To Newman.
Glyndon out in the 2-on-2 trap.
And they're playing keep away here. Nugget fans are singing goodbye. Kragerud. Celine. Critchley fakes the shot. We got a 3-second violation. It'll belong to the Buffaloes. Longfellow back in the ball game for Glyndon-Felton with 2:43 remaining. 68-43. The Hawley Nuggets will go to 21-0 on the season. Maul to Murphy.
They are really packing it in on Long Bella. Nice shot, Tommy Maul. Nice shot.
Glyndon-Felton now working on the stat sheet from here on out. Craggerud up
Hawley's
to
practicing their
Molstry.
delay game a little bit.
Critchley, Craggerud, and Newman. How well does this ball club handle the ball, Rex, as opposed to other teams that have represented District 23A over the past years? How would you rate the Nugget ball handling?
Well, I'd rate their ball handling very excellent from the standpoint that they got 5 of them that can do it better than average. And I think other teams have been in here with maybe 1 or 2 players that have had better ball handling skills, but as a team with 5 players, I think this is probably as good as you're going to see in quite a while.
I remember Kid Olson last year from Glenwood. Boy, he could handle the ball.
Yeah, and he had speed.
And Kerfeld is their big horse again.
Kerfeld is a very physical player, very experienced player.
And with 1:44 remaining, it's 68-45, and again, personal foul goes against Tommy Maul, and that's his 7th personal.
It's really tough if you're a Glyndon player. I mean, you want to go after it, but boy, you're really fighting a deal where you're taking 2 forward and 1 back.
Critchley misses the free throw to the point of embarrassment almost.
You know, I know that he's going to watch this tape, you know, and I'm going to say to him, Tommy, air ball at this stage.
Who cares?
No way.
And a souvenir kicked up into the stands for the fans. And what an arm on that guy. Hey, what an arm. And he gets a standing ovation.
Look at that. Father is hugging son.
Father, son.
Well, that's all right, shoot an air ball once in a while.
And David Noreen is in the ball game, the 6th man for Hawley, who played an excellent game last night. Kowalski down the floor off the steal and in. With 1:29 remaining. Noreen came in off the bench last night and played very well, and the Nuggets went with 5 most of the night. Noreen misses in tight.
If Hawley's going farther, which I think they are, that he's going to see more playing time.
Tommy Maul, and we've got a foul, and this is going to be on Tom Newman. We've got a lot of substitutions coming in now for the Hawley Nuggets. Into the ball game is number 15, Brad Strand. And for Glyndon-Felton, getting ready to come in is number 22, Jeff Pearls. Tommy Maul at the free throw line. With 1:14 remaining. Nugget fans convinced they are number 1. Well, one thing is for sure, that the Nuggets are carrying a nice shooting percentage into the playoffs of the region.
You bet.
And that with ball handling and a good running game, I think it certainly avoids the high percentage of getting blown out.
Oh, yeah. I doubt that that'll ever happen to them if they get in a game where they're going to be behind. The way they're playing, there's the travel. The way they're playing, I don't think they'll be behind very often.
We'll have the ceremonies, post-game ceremonies. We'll hear from both coaches, a couple players. We're inside a minute, and Randy Craggerud gets a standing ovation.
Another father-son hug right there, the assistant coach and his son.
In the lane, Longbella gets his own and scores. 45 seconds remaining. It's 68-51. Strand is hammered by Longbella on the far side. And now coming in for Glyndon-Felton is number 52, Darren Olson, while Tom Critchley unloads his bench. In the ball game for the Nuggets, number 55, Sean Langseth. Also in as Steve Molstry gets a standing ovation. He comes out, and that Nugget bench is going wild. They're going to the Region 6A playoffs. And a course, the winner of that Region 6A tournament goes to the Minnesota State Class A basketball tournament in 2 weeks in Minneapolis, St. Paul. And at the free throw line, Strand misses a couple. It remains 68-51 with 40 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Murphy coming out.
Noreen will put it in play. Loose ball, Kowalski.
Right.
Don't tell anybody, but now it's getting ugly. Well,
officials have a tough job right now too.
Yeah, it is
you know,
hard
the game is about gone, and they got to hang in there themselves. They got to keep it under control, keep making the same tough calls they made throughout the whole game.
It'll be over pretty soon. Shot that time was no good. $20 seconds remaining. And they're trying to turn it into a football game. Kowalski down low and in.
He got it back.
68-53.
Hang on to the ball, boys.
Nuggets
hang on to the
just
ball.
trying to hang on to this one with 6 seconds remaining. And with 2 seconds remaining, the ball's out of bounds and intense to the final second.
Nobody's backing off out here yet.
Hawley led at halftime, 30-24. And they're going to finish this one off by a wide margin. It is 68-53. That is the final. And the Hawley Nuggets go to 21-0 on the season, while the Glyndon-Felton Buffaloes finish at 17-6 on the year. You look at head coach Tom Critchley and his assistant coach, Mr. Kragerud, and they are one happy bunch, and total class being shown by both ball clubs as the season goes on for the Hawley Nuggets.
Let the pitcher do the talking.
As you look at Ed Thompson, superintendent of schools at Barnesville, who is the executive secretary of Minnesota District 23A.
Cheerleaders hang the medals around the players.
Randy Long. Scott Bout.
What an athletic year it has been for Glyndon-Felton.
Oh, you bet. You can't hang your head on this one. They got beat by a very good basketball team, and in basketball, if you get the thing rolling your way,
Brian
there isn't that much difference, even if it is a 15-point game.
And Darren Olson. Along with the starters, Joe Murphy, Tom Mall, Joel Kowalski, Chris Smith, and Dane Longbella. And now with the captains of the Buffaloes from Glyndon-Felton, please come forward and receive their runners-up trophy for the 1986 District 23 basketball tournament. And now we will award the individual medals for the District 23 champions, the Hawley Nuggets. Critchley, Matt Johnson, Dan Wumry, Darren Aaron Wavers, Sean Langseth, and the starters for the Nuggets, Randy Kregerud, Tommy Critchley, Tom Newman, Joel Salim, and Steve Moultrie. And now with the captains, please come forwardly and graciously receive the District 23 Championship Trophy. The 1986 Region 6 tournament will be held Tuesday evening right here in Memorial Auditorium. District 23 representative, the Hawley Nuggets.
Emotion is high for that group right there, the Hawley Nuggets. Still undefeated.
I think the last time they won the district was 1959.
Breckenridge and Wheaton. They are going into overtime. They are tied at 51 in District 21.
Toss up.
You did say that, didn't you?
Addition tickets for Hawley's Region 6 Class A game on Tuesday will be on sale between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday morning at the elementary school.
We'll be back with more from the Carver Fieldhouse in a moment.
Failing 64-53.
Kevin Bentler in there, 6'4" junior for Glenwood now.
Playing this thing to the wire.